Okay, so what if I told you that making your neighborhood safer could also be the single best marketing decision your local coffee shop ever made? It sounds kind of weird, right? A paradox even. Well, that's exactly what we're going to dig into today. How a community game can actually become a powerhouse for growing a local business.
And yeah, it's a totally fair question. I mean, a game can something that seems like it's just for fun really drive actual foot traffic, create customers who keep coming back, and, boost the bottom line for a small business? Let's break down how this whole surprising idea really works.
But first, before we can really appreciate the solution, we've got to understand the problem. And for any local business out there, this problem is going to sound very, very familiar. It's the modern merchant's dilemma. How in the world do you stand out? So let's get specific, because these challenges are legit. Think about it. Traditional ads are crazy expensive, and who even knows if they're working? Building that genuine loyalty, the kind that makes people choose you over everyone else, that's hard, and it takes forever. And when you're up against this giant sea of online stores and big box giants, it feels impossible. Often, the biggest challenge is just connecting with the people who live right on your street. This really puts it all into perspective, doesn't it? You've basically got two choices. You can go the traditional route, throw a bunch of money at ads and maybe get a few eyeballs but have a really low, impersonal connection. Or there's another way, community engagement. It costs a lot less, and what it builds is so much more valuable, that high, lasting loyalty.
So, how do you actually do that? How do you walk that second path in a way that really works? Well, this is where things get really interesting. Let's look at this paradoxical solution, taking the idea of community preparedness and turning it into a game.
It's called the Golden Paradox Challenge, and the idea behind it is simple, but honestly pretty powerful. It's a game where your neighbors can actually team up, complete real-world tasks that make their homes and streets safer, and then earn points and rewards for doing it. It's all about that positive feedback loop.
And here's the magic trick, right? The psychological flip. It takes something people know they should do, like making an emergency plan or clearing away fire hazards, and it completely transforms it into something they genuinely want to do, all by framing it as a fun, competitive, and super engaging game.
Okay, so let's get into the nuts and bolts here. This is what we're calling the player-to-patron pipeline. How exactly does someone playing a safety game at home end up literally walking through the front door of your business?
It's actually a super straightforward four-step journey. Step 1, a player completes a safety task. Step 2, boom, they earn points for their effort. Step 3, they cash in those points for a tangible, real-world reward. And Step 4, this is the crucial link, they visit your store to claim that reward.
So what are these rewards we're talking about? Well, this is where the local businesses become the absolute heroes of the game. You're the one providing the motivation. A coupon, a special offer, maybe a free coffee. Your business becomes the treasure chest at the end of the quest. It's the real-world prize for all their good work. And what this all adds up to is the ultimate win-win proposition. So now, let's look at the specific benefits this creates, not just for the business, but for the entire community. All right, so if you're a business owner, listen up. The advantages are incredibly direct. You're getting brand new foot traffic from people in your neighborhood who are super engaged. You get the perfect opportunity to turn these first-timers into loyal regulars. You get amazing community exposure. And maybe the best part of all, it's completely free to join the partnership.
But really, this goes way beyond just practical benefits. It's about something deeper, your reputation. This quote just nails it. You're no longer just a store. You become a pillar of community support, and that's an authentic connection that no amount of advertising could ever buy.
And this chart illustrates that perfect balance. It's a truly symbiotic model. On one side, the community gets safer and more connected. On the other side, local businesses grow. Each side directly fuels the other, and that creates this powerful, positive cycle that just keeps sustaining itself.
So when you take a step back and look at the whole picture, what are we really seeing here? This is so much more than just a clever promotion. This is community gamified. It's a whole new potential model for how local economies can grow.
The entire philosophy can be boiled down to these three powerful words. Play. You engage the community in a way that's actually fun. Prepare. You achieve the really important goal of making the neighborhood safer. And prosper. You help local businesses thrive as a direct result of it all.
And ultimately, that's what proves this is so much more than a marketing gimmick.
It's a fundamental model for building stronger businesses and safer communities at the exact same time, by perfectly aligning their interests. One simply can't succeed without the other.
Which brings us to our final big question. In an age where people are desperate for authentic connection, for ways to support their local community, could this kind of engaged, purposeful partnership actually be the future of local marketing? It's a pretty powerful thought to end on.